um, assignment 7. We read about the DOD and their process for evaluating um, new equipment and technology for acquisition. So the DOD was evaluating 3 technologies. Blackbird by Nightingale Security it's a drone with color and infrared cameras, and it can send the feedback to like thousands of like first responders, military, anyone else who needs to be watching it and then they can all sort of communicate. So it's an aid for communication, but everybody can see what the drone is seeing all at the same time. The X3 Finder can detect life like heartbeats and respiration through 18 inches of concrete. So this would be very helpful for determining whether or not there was somebody, in some rubble or something like that was still alive that you could save. And Ferrofocus S350 is 3D mapping and scanning. So not only can it send 3D models of structures and the whole environment back to commanders or the decision makers, it can also scan it and perform like post-blast analysis and generate accurate incident documents for later on. So all these 3 technologies are being acquired because the DOD wants to make a tool that can help in crisis response by saving the lives and of the responders. So instead of sending somebody into a dangerous situation, they're going to send the drone in. The drone's going to let them know exactly what's going on. They can make a plan based on that. The drone could also have this sensor on it, since it's mountable. You go right on the drone. Then instead of sending somebody into a, unstable collapse situation, drone can go in and start trying to detect heartbeats and stuff, and also can send back 3D mapping and stuff like that, so they can devise their sort of plan of attack on a search and rescue or some other type of crisis response mission. So there was a simulation done as part of like the protocols that the DOD has for acquisitions, and it was very useful, I would think, to the people making that decision whether they want to get it or not, because they can understand this technology and how it works together and how it performs, in a sort of real life situation. Any limitations that it has would be pretty obvious, I would say, right off the bat. So I think that it's really worthwhile to see that what its limits are, and also are the technologies compatible together, or do the technologies accomplish the goals that they're looking to accomplish, which would be time to action, reliability of intelligence, and safe site assessment is the goals that they're trying to improve with these technologies. So what would the consequences be if the DOD had not conducted a test and evaluation of using the 3 technologies? So clearly they just lose time and money for moving ahead with something like a test and evaluation would be able to help them determine, if it's not going to work effectively, if it's not safe to use, if it's going to be more of a hindrance than a help. All these things need to be determined before they move ahead with these with this project. What other measures could the DOD have taken to make sure that the 3 devices were reliable? So they also could have done a trial run with the new tools. So that's when the product is tested in a pilot study or a limited part of the business to confirm its usefulness. So the DOD would have maybe taken mild crisis situations, if that's even a thing, but something where it can be used when it's not like lives on the line necessarily, or they can have that in the way that they do it currently. They can use both of those ways just to see how it performs and whether or not it's operationally effective. Thank you.